The last time we left off, the Z-Fighters gathered to prepare themselves for the battle of their lifetime. They've never felt such a powerful ki. There's a smaller one that they're sure they can handle together, but the bigger one, they're not so sure about. Some of the humans are even shaken out of fear. Suddenly Piccolo shows up. He told Goku and Paisley that he did not want to be by himself with such an enormous ki signature on the planet. Piccolo is a lot more friendly in this water, because time to time Paisley came and checked up on him, seeing if he was alright. Paisley knew that Piccolo wasn't truly evil. In this water, the Z-Fighters are 2 times stronger than their original counterparts, because of the fact that there's an extra Saiyan to keep up with Goku, and a result of that, making the others try harder to keep up as well. So eventually, Raditz and Taro land on Earth, and it actually goes differently than the main timeline. When the farmer shoots at Raditz, Raditz is about to kill him, but Taro says no, and since Raditz has a high respect for Taro, he obliges. They both find the Z-Fighters at Roshi's house. Taro turns his back and lets Raditz do his thing. When Raditz confronts them, he tells Goku that if he doesn't have 200 dead bodies on the beach, he'll kill him, his friends, and take his child. This gets the Z-Fighters angry. Taro can see this and tells them if they interfere with Raditz's conversation, he will show no mercy. Goku gets angry and throws a punch at Raditz. Raditz shows no mercy and starts to beat him to a bloody pulp. Paisley steps in and tries to help, but Taro doesn't allow it. He punches Paisley in the face and kicks her in the air. Eventually all the Z-Fighters jump in, but it's no use. Not even Piccolo could stand a chance. Taro easily beats them all up and knocks them all out. Goku is on the floor half alive. Paisley is barely strong enough to stand. Raditz tells Goku he has 24 hours to get 600 bodies on the beach. But Taro doesn't agree with Raditz and tells him that Goku and Paisley have 24 hours to leave with them, or Gohan they'll take away instead. They both leave with everyone badly injured, and Gohan on the brink of death. Soon after the fight, the Z-Fighters wake up. Goku tells Piccolo, Paisley, and Tien to come with him to fight the battle, since he knows the 4 of them are the only chance. Paisley is worried about the situation because she has a son at home. Tien can see that worry on her face and tells her that Shin will be fine. He knows basic combat and knows how to hide his ki. They fly to Korn's lookout and take a senzu bean to heal up. Korn is kind of confused why Piccolo is chilling with Goku, but he doesn't really question it. By eating the senzu bean, Goku and Paisley's power levels spike up. Goku's power level is at 3000 base, and Paisley's power level is at 2900 base. Now that they're all fully healed up, Goku and Paisley and Piccolo and Tien fly to retrieve Gohan. Goku and Paisley fly so fast that they leave the 2 behind. Raditz Scouter suddenly starts to beat. He checks it and sees 2 high power levels coming this way. Raditz doesn't believe what he's seen and breaks his scouter, but Taro tells him that those are the real power levels. Goku rushes in like a ram and starts beating up Raditz. Taro continues to sit in the background to see if Raditz will get the upper hand, but he doesn't. Taro tries to jump in, but is stopped by Paisley. She starts punching him, but her blows have no effect. Taro throws Paisley to the ground and goes after Goku. Taro grabs Goku by the throat and tells Raditz is he okay. As he's still holding Goku by the throat, Paisley charges up a Kamehameha and shoots it at Taro. Sadly, that was a mistake, because Taro turns around and uses Goku as a shield. Goku takes the full brunt of the attack and is on the ground, hanging on for dear life. Taro calls Paisley hopeless for even trying. Taro charges up his ki attack ready to kill Paisley. In the distance, Tien sees Goku on the ground and Paisley about to be killed. As the blast is about to be shot, Tien jumps in front of Paisley and takes the full attack. Before he dies, she says, "Save Gohan." As fast as she can, Paisley grabs Gohan from the ship and throws him in the direction of Piccolo, praying that he'll find him. Not even a second after saving Gohan, she is killed by Taro. Taro says, "Low class Saiyan." Soon after, Raditz and Taro leave. Taro made a plan to come back when Raditz is here to get Gohan. Piccolo is listening on it all. In Otherworld, Goku, Paisley, and Tien are greeted by King Yama. They all get their bodies and are soon sent on Snake Way to see King Kai. When the trio get on Snake Way, they feel a faint power level, but as they get closer and closer, they get stronger and stronger. They fly up to King Kai's planet and are immediately pulled down by the gravity. Goku and Paisley can stand up straight, but it's not comfortable. Tien, on the other hand, is struggling bad. When they look around the planet, they don't see anyone, but the strong power level is there. Suddenly, a girl walks through the door of the house. She says, "Man, that was some good food." He tells her she's going to eat him out of a house. Goku and Paisley are confused. This girl must be King Kai, they thought. Why is her power level so astronomical? The girl walks up to them and says, who are y'all?" Goku says, "Oh hey, King Kai. We're ready to humbly train for you, Lord, ma'am, girl." The girl looks in visible confusion. Paisley tells Goku that she doesn't think that's King Kai. The girl tells the duo her name is Kakumba, and she's a student of King Kai. Eventually they all get acquainted. Goku asks her why is she in Otherworld. The story goes like this. Kukumba landed on planet Ameca. Her life was hard. The only time she felt love was when she fought the Thinders that roamed the street. She grew up as a thief to survive on the planet. One day Kukumba stole information that was very valuable to the Ameca nation. What she figured out was that the government was harboring food from the poor, letting the rich live happily. So Kukumba shared this information to the poor, and as a result of this, there was an uprising. The Ameca government was looking for Kukumba for months. In that time, she was able to rework her space pod to get off the planet and find a better life. She left the planet Ameca as a hero. Everyone loved her. Everyone remembered her name. When Kukumba got to a seemingly good planet, her spaceship was exploded by a large key blend, and she suffocated in space, inadvertently ending up in Otherworld. She's been dead for 10 years now. Goku and Paige look at each other with wide eyes. Paige tells Kukumba when she gets back to Earth, she'll revive her because she could be a good asset to the team. With everything settled, they all start to train. Kukumba has a power level of 50 million base since she's been training with King Kai for 10 years. She's also able to use Kaioken times 80. This greatly affects the trio's power level since they're training with someone more than 15,000 times stronger than them. So this means they're definitely going to get a massive power boost because of this, and they're trying to surpass Tower's power level. Kukumba and King Kai both teach the trio Kaioken and the Spirit Bomb, having them hone their skills immensely. As the time grew in Otherworld, Paisley eventually grew sad. She wondered how her son was doing, and if he was okay. King Kai noticed this and told her that he can talk to her son. She placed her hand on his shoulder and began to sense his ki. Paisley says, "Shin, can you hear me?" Shin responds back, "Mom, I'm kinda in the middle of something." What Paisley didn't know was that Gohan and Shin were beating up a T-Rex. Shin explains to Paisley that when she died, Piccolo knocked him unconscious and placed Gohan and him in the woods to train. It kinda was embarrassing for Shin at the start because Gohan didn't know anything about fighting, but eventually he caught up to speed. Once Paisley was done, Goku got into contact with Piccolo. Piccolo told Goku that the Saiyans would be back in 1 year and they'd become with more powerful people. When Goku heard this, he told Paisley and Tien. The trio began to train even harder than ever, trying to surpass their limits. 1 year passed and the Saiyans are about to arrive to planet Earth. The Saiyans that arrived to Earth are Raditz, the brother of Goku, Taro, the best friend of Raditz, Vegeta, the prince of all Saiyans, Nappa, the Saiyan general, and Yasai, the little brother of Nappa. While the Saiyans are landing, Piccolo summons Shinra and revives all the people who were killed by Taro. On King Kai's planet, the trio notice that the halos are gone and realize they're alive. They all say goodbye to Kukumba and King Kai. Paisley promises Kukumba that she'll revive her once she gets all the Dragon Balls. With that information, the newly revived Z-Fighters are on their way to battle the Saiyans. The Saiyans land on Earth. All the Z-Fighters gather up to stall them, waiting for the trio to get to the battlefield. They're all 2 times stronger than what they were in the original series, since they had more time to train themselves for the upcoming battle. The Saiyans release the Sabermen, but Shin and Gohan easily defeat a multitude of them. They get tired and eventually stop fighting. Yamcha fought the Sabermen. When it latches onto his back to explode, he actually throws it off and crushes its head. 4 more Cybermen jump on Yamcha. He's not able to get them off in time. They all explode simultaneously, and Yamcha dies. Krillin goes up against his side, and they go blow for blow, every punch counteracting each other. Krillin starts to get the upper hand, but then Nappa jumps in and punches Krillin to the ground. He says, "Don't touch my little brother, twerp." Nappa starts pummeling Krillin to the ground. Piccolo steps in and says, "How about you pick on someone your own size?" He grabs Nappa by the throat and throws him into a mountain. Yasai was about to attack, but looks into the eyes of Krillin. Yasai may not be the strongest Saiyan, but he ain't the dumbest. Piccolo says, "Anyone next?" Vegeta laughs and smirks at Piccolo. He says, "I'm guessing you want to die then, Namekian." In a split second, Piccolo is on the ground, seemingly not alive. Vegeta is so fast that no one even noticed what happened. Shin and Gohan see what happened to Piccolo and almost loses it. They blitz at Vegeta, catching him off guard. The both of them get enraged with putting their power level at 5,600. For a small moment, they get a higher up on Vegeta, but their efforts are in vain. Vegeta grabs them both by the throat, ready to end their lives. But suddenly, Goku and Paisley do a twin flying kick to Vegeta's face. Taro is shocked. He feels their power level and it's immense. When the trio were in Otherworld, they trained with Kukumba and King Kai. They taught them everything they needed to know, everything to make them stronger. She even made a technique that allowed an individual to steal ki out of one's body. Paisley really took a liking to that attack. She called it Fox Hunt. By the time they were done with King Kai, they had high power levels. Goku being at 100,000, Paisley being at 90,000, and Tien being at 30,000. When Taro felt their power level, he started to get worried about what's to come next. He powers up and jumps in front of Paisley, punching her in the stomach. Saiyan powers up to Kaioken times 4 and rushes at Taro, kicking him in the back. Goku and Vegeta go at it. Vegeta is at a power level 150,000, and the reason why is because he felt like since he's the Prince of all Saiyans, he should be the strongest of all Saiyans. He's close, but still has a ways to go. Goku powers up to Kaioken times 3 and starts throwing punches at Vegeta, eventually beating him up to the point where he shoots a Blood's Wave Ki Blast. Vegeta and Taro turn to Ozaru and get the upper hand on Tien and Goku. Goku and Vegeta gets demolished. Vegeta breaks Goku's leg and Tien gets poked in the eyes. It's tragic for the both of them. All of a sudden, Paisley turns to Ozaru and uses Kaioken times 8, making her power level 7 million. With one punch, she knocks out Vegeta. She tries to stay in Kaioken to get Taro, but the strain is too much, eventually making her pass out. Suddenly Goku shoots at the blood waves and it explodes. Taro transforms back into normal and starts exchanging blows with Goku. Goku goes Kaioken times 3 for split seconds to get a good attack on Taro. The battle is continuous. No one knows who's going to get the final blow. Suddenly Goku charges up a spirit bomb in his fist with Kaioken, then punches Taro dead in his chest. Taro falls to the ground and Goku does as well. The two hit the ground at the same time. At this moment, Raditz is the only Saiyan standing. He stands over Taro and asks him, does he want to kill Kakarot? But Taro says no. Raditz asks him, does he want to leave then? Taro says no, it will be too suspicious to Frieza. Taro tells Raditz the newer ships have trackers, so they need to be destroyed. He also says do not lay a hand on our Saiyan sisters and brothers, or they'll have to deal with him. Goku hears in the conversation and says, speaking of Saiyans, we need to whip back Kakumba with the Dragon Balls. Yasai says, why don't you just use those to defeat Frieza? Taro says, did you say that with your scouter on? Yasai says, yeah, oh my gosh. I'll see you monkeys in a year. Except for you, Taro, you're no monkey, but I will be seeing you in a year too, so yeah.